Good afternoon, everyone. Seth Meyers here. I'm continuing to study the book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra, and I just wanted to share a few passages as well as some thoughts on the subject. Today I was learning about the first law, and that is the law of pure potentiality. This law is based on the fact that we are in our essential state pure consciousness. Pure consciousness is pure potentiality. It is the field of all possibilities and infinite creativity. Pure consciousness is our spiritual essence. Being infinite and unbounded, it is also pure joy. Other attributes of consciousness are pure knowledge, infinite silence, perfect balance, invincibility, simplicity, and bliss. This is our essential nature. Our essential nature is one of pure potentiality. When you discover your essential nature and know who you really are, and that knowing itself is the ability to fulfill any dream you have, because you are the eternal possibility, the immeasurable potential of all that was, is, and will be. The law of pure potentiality could also be called the law of unity, because underlying the infinite diversity of life is the unity of one all-pervasive spirit. There is no separation between you and this field of energy. The field of pure potentiality is your own self, and the more you experience your true nature, the closer you are to the field of pure potentiality. And Deepak goes on to say that there are two different reference points within ourselves that we tend to derive our experience from. And the first being self-referral, or the nature of our true self. Also, you could call it the spirit. And that's our spirit. It doesn't really fear criticism, doesn't fear challenges. It's loving and accepting of itself as well as others. It feels respect for others, yet it is humble. It doesn't feel below anyone. Whereas in object referral, we're always seeking things outside of ourselves to fulfill us, whether it be people, places, things, different activities, and that is kind of orchestrated by our ego, and we might be a little bit more familiar with that one. And Deepak goes on to say that the ego, however, is not who you really are. The ego is your self-image. It is your social mask. It is the role you are playing. Your social mask thrives on approval. It wants to control and is sustained by power because it lives in fear. So it's always seeking things outside of itself to be fulfilled because it's afraid, it's scared. And our spirit is something that is unfearful, where we don't seek approval from other people. And I know there's a greeting and a sort of a salutation in India, or it derived in India anyway. It's called Namaste. And that's when we say, I acknowledge the spirit and the essence within you, for it is the same that is within me. And accessing this law of pure potentiality, it's having a connectedness with everything else that exists and lives. And you might be asking, how do I access this? And Deepak goes on to say that there's a couple different ways that we can have access to this law of pure potentiality, access to the true nature of ourselves. And that's simply by practicing silence, taking some time and not talking about anything, or having some quietude in our mind. And there's some ways you can do that as well, taking some time in the morning and in the evening to practice meditation. And that's where we focus on our breathing, and we try to quiet down the thoughts in our mind, and we experience stillness. And there's some other ways we can also do this, going outside and spending time with nature, and understanding the infinite intelligence that is within nature, and communing with nature, and seeing ourselves and the mirror reflection. Oh, and let's see, there was one other thing I might be leaving out that I want to share with you. Oh, and just practicing non-judgment. Instead of constantly evaluating and analyzing everything that's going on with ourselves and making different judgments about people and situations that are going on, simply just witness. Don't take time to judge everything that's going on. Just keep that stillness within yourself. So I hope you guys found some value from this. And if you don't necessarily, see eye to eye with all this higher consciousness jargon and all that sort of thing, I think you can still derive some value from the sense that we don't want to seek fulfillment from other people or from things outside of ourselves. That's only going to lead to a feeling of emptiness and anger and bitterness. So in that sense, if there's something you could take away from this, it's just try to find your own inner peace and your own happiness within yourself. So if you guys found some value in this, just let me know. like a comment, and if you'd like, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll keep trying to deliver some value to you. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll be back here tomorrow to share a little bit more. And tomorrow's law is the law of giving. So take care, everyone. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Namaste.